Tēnā koe and welcome. Thanks for coming in today. I was just wanting to talk to you about time for fun. When I was running parenting courses for Parenting Works here in Hamilton with Lisa McKim, our first week homework was always time for fun, creating time for fun in your week. And then the people would come back and talk about how it'd been going. Now, the reason why we had time for fun at the start of the parenting course, which was 8 weeks long, was it's a great way to alleviate some stress and bring some sort of light times back into the family. So that's why I wanted to come in today and talk about time for fun. Sometimes people would say, time for fun, time for fun. We don't have time for fun. I think when we're thinking things like that, it's even more important to create that space in our day, in our week or in our weekend. When the children are small, it's quite easy to make time for fun because you can make hearts, adventures, read stories together, do all sorts of, very economical ways of having fun as a family or spending time with your children. It can also be in those caregiving moments, like bathing and washing the hair and all those sorts of things. But as our children get older, it isn't quite as easy to bring those fun times into our days. So what can that look like with older children? Well, we all know what our kids like more. So some may be into exercise. So maybe you're doing some exercise together. Others might be gamers. So maybe being invited into that space a little bit, or finding some common ground for conversation around that. Most people want to go for walks, doing things around the house together, board games. Some people like to continue to read stories with our older children, like instead of picture books, you're reading chapter books, and then it moves into long adventure stories. So yeah, there are so many ways that we can spend time with our children what doesn't cost a lot of money, no matter what age they are. So just thinking about what speaks to our children the most, like, if they love to be hugged and things like that, or maybe a foot massage. If they like gifts, maybe go out shopping together somewhere, give them a budget. But include yourself into that time. They might love words, so maybe think of some things that you really want to speak into their lives. So when you're walking or cooking or planning something, you're making sure you're putting those encouraging words into your kid who loves words, who really gets built up by them. We've got acts of service. So when our children love to be served, so maybe we make them breakfast in bed, maybe we bring in a cup of hot chocolate and sit with them and share that moment. So it can be little things in the time for fun spaces in our families. So that's what I wanted to just bring to your attention this time, is looking at ways to have time for fun, looking at ways to lighten the mood, look at ways to spend time with our kids in a lighter moment, bring some lightness in. I hope you enjoy thinking about how to bring some time for fun into your week. And if you'd like to subscribe, just click on the button below and you'll get the reminder that I've got a new clip up. And most of all, just enjoy the time that we've got with our kids. So ka kite anō, and see you next time.